What up, East Kingdom? As I prepare to talk to you about something that's really meant for Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes, if you listen to this, mute mute everything in the background. Put on your headset. Listen to me. What I got to say is important for for the now and the future. Hey, how you doing, everybody in the chat? I'm gonna say my message and then give it to you in a second. Patrick Mahomes, thank you for being the Chiefs. You represent us well. I've never been I've never been so happy or more happier to be a Chiefs than I am now. Usually in games like this Monday Night Football, we would get down like how we were 13-0, and all things go to hell. That's what it seemed like in years past, and it's not like that anymore. All the Chiefs Kingdom appreciates you. I appreciate you, but I also want to take you to that next level. For some reason, people are saying you're more like Peyton Manning than a Tom Brady or Aaron Rodgers. I mean, nothing wrong with Peyton Manning. Nothing wrong. I mean, he's a legend in his own right. I don't see Peyton Manning. I see so much more. And what I saw in that game yesterday, I saw it in New England, but I thought you would correct yourself. The game yesterday, you let the game get to you, the excitement got to you, and yes, it's always good to have that passion for the game. Trust me, it's always good to have that passion for the game. But that was also your downfall in the last minutes of the fourth quarter. That too much was on you. You had too much pressure, and it got you. So I want to say this: focus, focus. A lot of people take yoga, meditation, all that stuff to think within. Uh, Hold on, everybody in the chat. Hold on, I want to get this out. Mahomes, you are with Andy Reid, he's a great quarterback whisperer, should I say. What the Chiefs organization lacks is a guy that has tactician, should I say. A guy that when you're in the trenches, when you're at war, how do you become that threat? How do you counteract threats and stuff like that? You need a tactician on your side. I would like to be that tactician for you. You have the potential to be the greatest ever. And I want to see you get a Super Bowl this year. Get at me. Get at me, man. You need my knowledge. You probably can get it anywhere, but I'm a Chief. I'm a Chief. This is for you. I'll make you great. Get at me. Real Chiefs Talk on Twitter. I'm already following you. Just send me a DM. I'm going to share all my knowledge with you, all right? I had hit you up prior to that game warning you of something that actually happened, and I don't think you got my message, and it cost us the game. I don't ever want this to happen again. Get at me, bro. But anyways, I said what I had to say. I'm not going to nut ride, but get at me. Anyways, let's talk Chiefs to the rest of the Chiefs Kingdom in my chat right now. Keating Willer, what up, man? How you doing? Penalties after penalties, shaking my head. Chiefs Kingdom, you know it. We did deserve some of those penalties. We were very undisciplined and we deserved it. But on that same note, I saw the Rams get away with murder. Like the most obvious one right now. The most obvious. On that touchdown run from Goff, that very same play, that right tackle jumped off sides, or it was offsides on the right tackle for them. No call. The same play, he like arm choked. Who was it? Ford or yeah, that was Ford. He arm choked Ford. Still no call. Two penalties, one play, no call. If you're gonna call ticky tack stuff, especially the same deuces Tyreek Hill been doing for 2 years, and you gonna call it now? I mean, granted, they say you can do stuff like that, but once you direct it towards a player, that is taunting. So, okay, he deserved that one. But if you want to get technical like that, it's got to be both ways. I understand that the Rams, I mean, not the Rams, the city of Los Angeles, they're going through some stuff right now. They had the fires. They also had the bar shootings, which is a tragedy. It's a tragedy. You know, leaving Los Angeles in a storybook made sense for the Rams to win. But this is the NFL, which is not supposed to be a storybook. It's supposed to be let them play, best man wins. By the way the calls were going, and I'm not trying to complain about calls, but by the way things were going, it seems like we had momentum and somehow they try to take us back. Like I said, I don't want to complain about calls, but sometimes so-called all-star referees, all-star, that's very noobish to be doing that. Sanchez, why you got BJJ? Hey Sanchez, what up, man? How you doing? I don't know why Starcorn Hero retracted his message. Sanchez also said Mahomes went for the jugular at the end, but came up short. You know what? I want to say this right now. Mahomes threw 3 picks. The first one, that was a lazy pass. That was Mahomes' fault. It wasn't even cute. He just was like, he didn't put no motion in it, no nothing, didn't try to sidearm. He just was like, pick. The way he picked it was unbelievable. It wasn't an easy interception, but it was an effortless throw, should I say. The second interception, I have yet to come upon somebody who told the truth about that second interception. Nobody is mentioning how Mahomes got his arm hit as he threw. People think that he just threw the interception and it went straight to Marcus Peters. No, he got his arm hit and the throw came up short. I mean, you guys, I don't know. You're looking for something to complain about Mahomes about and leaving out facts? I don't get it. Why are you guys hating? Maybe not Chiefs Kingdom, but a lot of the people are looking for little things to hate on Mahomes about. And that one, when he got his arm hit, really? How are you going to just say he threw a short pass like that? Really? The refs, on the other hand, Mahomes threw it straight into the guy's hand and they get ricocheted and they call that a fumble. Stuff like that is questionable. Very, very questionable. All right. We could have done a bit more running. I mean, we could have. The way that all right, let me give you an insight. I know the game's over. This is the message I had sent to Mahomes. I'm expecting the Rams defense to hit you like you never felt before. So for you to counteract what they're going to do to you, I need you to run no huddle. When you run no huddle, to keep them on the field. They can't switch out anybody. It's going to tire them. I believe Chiefs Kingdom, we're in shape, especially our offense. Our offense should be in shape enough to be able to do no huddles and run down the field. So I don't believe the Rams defense is in shape enough to keep up. So you doing a no huddle would have neutralized Aaron Donald and all them other cats that was on the line. I mean, they might have been good for the 2-3 plays, but after that 2-3 plays, we would have had our way. Mahomes did not get that message. It would have helped us win. As a matter of fact, if he's listening to this now, if you come upon a defense that's like this, you might want to do what I just said. Reed might be saying one thing, but you got the headset. You can hear what he's saying. Just call the plays. Do the hand signals. I know you got secret things to come up with your plays with hand signals. Do that. But no huddle. Make sure that they can't get anybody off that field. If they want to do you like that on the line and come at you every play, and especially you take any more hits, I don't even want to think like that. But we're coming up on some serious tip that you might want to lay off on getting hit like that. Mahomes, don't do Chiefs like this. We've been waiting a long time for this. Be smart. Okay, get back to the chat. My bad. Chiefs Kingdom says Scandrick should have caught that. Oh yeah, Scandrick missing that interception. That would have sealed the game for us. They had no more timeouts. I mean, granted, I see Andy Reid would have probably did something to make us go 3 and out. But at least we would have burned, a minute and a half, minute 40 off the clock. We could have. But that interception or non-interception cost us. Scandrick. But like I told you guys before in other videos, when this season's over, we're going to get people that want to play for us, like people with skills. And we don't need to go shopping our draft picks on linemen. Linemen are going to want to come play for us. Trust and believe that, all right? So Chiefs Kingdom, we can focus on defense with our draft picks, and everybody else will come to us. Keep that in mind, all right? Hey, before I continue with the messages on here, MVP. On one hand, you got Drew Brees. The other hand, you got Mahomes. The story on Drew Brees right now is they're trying to muster up old history to help, build his brand for this MVP. They're not building it based on just this season alone. They're bringing up passer ratings and interceptions. They're bringing up that to help him. What does that sound like to you? Doesn't that sound like some Alex Smith stuff? I mean, I'm not trying to, I know Alex Smith just had some bad stuff happen to him, and I wish him full health. But for my point right now is we had a quarterback that was safe and didn't do the interceptions. And you guys laughed at him as an MVP. Why are you doing that for Drew Brees just because he's 39? I don't want no sympathy MVP. Let the guy get it on his own. Let him get it on his own. No sympathy MVPs whatsoever, all right? All right. By the way, Patrick Mahomes is on pace to do 5,200 yards passing and or 5,000 yards passing and 52 touchdowns. That's what he's on pace to do, if you are wondering. Bronc nuts. By the way, while we on this subject, when the season had first started, I said that Mahomes would get 30. 4,200 yards, 38 touchdowns, and 12 interceptions. He's about to exceed my expectation. So people thought I was going way overboard when I said that. He's about to exceed what I thought. So he is doing good. Brock Nuts, I saw your video, man. I know you impressed with our guy, man. Hey, don't tell him to go away, Star Hero. Brock Nuts saw a real game and he's mesmerized, just like the rest of the world. We're mesmerized. Even us Cheese Kingdom, we're mesmerized. We're not used to this. We're not. And matter of fact, I don't know if we can get used to this because we've been in a drought for so long when it comes to good quarterbacks that I don't know if Cheese Kingdom, it will probably take us 50 years to get used to this. Oh, man. Keaton Willer, dude, I was so pissed from that holding call. They didn't call it. Yep, I already mentioned that. All right, Starcore and Hero. I had to pre-read what you just said. And for me, I think that's a joke. And I'm not picking up on it. So I'm not even gonna read it. Because I know I'm gonna butcher it. I'm not gonna do it any justice. But just tell me the answer anyways. I never seen so many penalties in one game. No, I never seen so many penalties in one quarter. Not in one game, one quarter. That was ridiculous. Oh, I know you guys saw my video that I posted this morning. People talking about there was no defense in this game. There was defense on both sides. Anybody who doubts that, tries to disprove that, they need to be shot. I'm sorry. I'm just going to say, I'm not even going to try to be PC about it. They need to be shot. Rams had 2 defensive touchdowns. Chiefs had 1 defensive touchdown. Is that not defense doing what they got to do? These guys are just stat. This is why I think stats people are jokes. You don't watch the game, but all you do is look at a paper and be like, oh, no defense. Don't like it. Don't ever get your advice from a stat nerd. That's all I'm going to say about that. Everybody coming into the chat, I appreciate that. Appreciate the love, man. Still 58 said this game is not on Mahomes. Shit, he had 51 on the scoreboard. Mahomes did some wonderful things, but I'm going to blame Pat Mahomes because I gave him sound advice on how to win this game to avoid all those. Maybe he would have got interceptions, but those fumbles would have never happened. He needs to stop looking at the little people like they're nobodies. Some of us, just because we're not in the league, doesn't mean we don't know what we're talking about. That's why this is real Chiefs talk. Anti-PC. I put that in quotes. Anti-PC. I'm going to tell you how it is. And if I hurt your feelings, oh well. But hopefully you learn from it. Broadnut said, at least you're a Raiders one, because I'm not a Raider, dude. You gotta stop saying that, man. I'm from Los Angeles. Okay. I was a kid forced to like home team. A matter of fact, Broadnut, since you in here, you saw that viral video of that kid that was at Arrowhead Stadium and he was doing the tomahawk chop? Secretly, deep down, he's going to end up being a Chief. But his dad stopped him from doing the tomahawk chop because he's a Denver guy. Just because you're a kid doesn't mean we have to live the rest of our lives liking a team that we actually despise. So, but anyways, on the Raiders note, we do have the Raiders after the bye week. Not this week, after the bye week. So I'm looking forward to Mahomes contacting me so that we can pad them stats, he can get focused, and we can win the Super Bowl. Yes, I said that, Super Bowl. It's already a given we're going to the AFC Championship. It's already a given. I don't need to beat that to the ground. Who in the AFC is going to stop us? Oh, I'll wait. What'd you say, Pittsburgh? Really? Really? We already established no defense can stop us. We already established that. We already established that we can go in his house and beat him. He got to come to Arrowhead. Like I said, I'll wait. Who you banking on? New England? Really? Really? Hold on. Before I go there, New England Patriots earned their respect over the years. I should not be downgrading them because of this year, and especially to a loss to a team that they should have beat. I'm sorry. It's funny, but it has to be said. Tom Brady, yes, he's old. Does he still have something in the tank? Maybe, but we've seen this from Peyton Manning. We see the same thing happening to your quarterback. It's over, man. It's over. When are you guys going to... Matter of fact, Bronlins, if you're still in here, when you saw Peyton Manning playing the way he did his last year, did you guys wait to the end of the season and be like, oh, it's over? Or did you guys realize it when you saw it? I want to know that, because New England is not getting the message. Oh, yeah. Chiefs Kingdom. Eric Berry is coming back after the bye. He will be practicing. He will be practicing. It didn't say anything about him going in the game. So before you guys get mad that you don't see him during the Raider game, all it said was he will be practicing after the bye week. Starcorn hero. Brundas, that is what... Okay, that's an inside thing. I'll let y'all talk that out. Hey, sympathy MVP. Yeah, that's exactly what they doing to Drew Brees. I said that wrong. Scott Lutz said he's a Raider friend from KC, but y'all games in LA was hell of a game. Thank you, by the way. It was a hell of a game. Even Chiefs Kingdom was amazed at that game. We're not used to us being in games like that. And it's a classic. We're not used to that. So thank you for confirming. Thank you for the love. Thank you for coming to my chat, man. You're gonna kick our asses. I don't wanna, you seem cool, so I don't wanna talk too bad about the Raiders. Raiders haven't done anything. Matter of fact, the Raiders have the most obnoxious fans, but for some reason, this year, it's been anything but the Raiders that I had issues with. Something is going on in this world. This is the type of stuff I get from Raiders. I don't get it. I really don't. Yeah. This child, Mercedes Rest wearing white on white. Hey, the white on white. Ain't nothing wrong with the white on white. I wouldn't do it, but ain't nothing wrong with it. I mean, if I'm getting paid millions of dollars, I'll do it. So I had to clear that one up. Will you do anything for money? Yeah, there are some things I'll do for money, all right? Wearing white on white is not a deal breaker. Oh, that was the Star Court Hero. Dang it, that was it. Yeah, it wouldn't have been funny. Not coming out of my mouth. All right, optimistically cynical. That's a long, hard name. I took my son to the park, and when we got home, we found. Oh Lord, let me read this first. That's why I said let me read this first. I knew it was something. I'm gonna skip that one. I see you, old girl. I see you. Uh, you try to catch me off guard with the meme, dude. I know you, man. You come in this chat enough for me to know who's the jokers. So you got to come harder than that. Pause. No homo. All right. At least we stopped Gurley 55 yards. You know what? I actually thought to beat the Rams, you would have to stop Gurley. This golf dude, he showed me some moxie that I didn't think he had. I really don't. And to be honest, I'm not sure if that's Golf or McVay. I don't know. I mean, I'm hearing that McVay is one of those coaches that like he'll make any quarterback good. Because remember, before McVay, Golf was a bust. Now all of a sudden he's there and Golf is the golfence. He got the golfence. So I don't know if that's Golf or McVay, and I'm leaning more towards McVay. Hunt 70 yards. Yep. I I want to give a shout out, maybe a game ball. I mean, the obvious is Tyreek Hill and Pat Mahomes, but I want to give a shout out to the unsung hero that I did not hear any love from, and that is Chris Conley. Chris Conley, if you're hearing this, man, you balled. We see you. Chiefs Kingdom sees you. Do that all the time. I don't know what was going on when Sammy Watkins was in the lineup, and every now and then when Pat Mahomes threw the ball to you and you missed the ball, or sometimes if you did catch it, it seemed like you were jittery about making the getting the yak yards. I don't know what was up with that, but yesterday you was in the zone. Whatever you did, whatever pregame you did, do it all the time. I notice, and I'm pretty sure there's other people that notice. Game ball goes to you, the unsung hero. Rams, hey, Chiefs Kingdom, the Rams don't have that many plays. They might have like 7 formations, and they run like different variations of that formation. So what you're thinking of is actually correct, but it's different variations of it. They don't play actions. They surprised me with that not silent count, but they get up to the line and be like, hut. Like they didn't get the defense ready, set, go. You know, they didn't excuse me. They didn't do that. They was like, hut, and he was back. That was actually pretty smart. You guys probably didn't pick up on that, but I did because our defense couldn't get that first step that they usually get. See, the little details play a big part. Uh, 2 losses on the road, combined 6 points. Matter of fact, I put this on my Twitter. I was like, can we play one of these marquee games, high profile games in Arrowhead? Why do we keep having to go to these other teams' homes? I mean, granted, I like the challenge and all, but we keep losing right now on these marquee games at their home, barely losing. So I want to see us how much of a difference if it's in our home. Can we get that? I mean, if we see the same team It's not going to be in Arrowhead. It's going to be in Atlanta. So, come on, man. Next season, NFL, if you watching this NFL, make it fair. You know who the marquee games are. You knew New England was a marquee game. Okay, I know you like New England, so they're going to always have home field advantage. But you knew the Rams paid for their Super Bowl team, and you couldn't give us that? Really? Come on, man. Put some respect on Chief's name. To the girl, wow. I don't know what you wowing about. Did I say something embarrassing? Andy Rodgers said Chiefs gonna beat Oakland after the bye week. I don't think anybody's disputing that. We got a Raider fan in here, so and that person is actually pretty nice. So I'm not even gonna talk any trash. Nobody in Raider land has came at me foul. So when it comes that time for us to play them, I'm not even gonna do any I'm calling you out videos. I'm not even gonna do that. It's gonna be my normal. Oh, Andy Rod, you was at the game? Oh man, I know it was lit, man. I forgot you was in LA. All right, kiss the rings. Kiss the rings. If you guys don't know this person, this is another YouTuber on here, a big New England Patriots fan. I don't know if this person's from Boston. I don't think he is. So if he's not from Boston, he's bandwagon. But this guy did a video trashing Pat Mahomes, talking about he choked. I couldn't do nothing but laugh at that video. I was gonna comment, but I was like, nah, I don't want him to know I was there. But I'm glad you're here right now, so I'll address it. Kiss the rings. I need you to explain why New England is so threatened about us. You guys have never been on Chiefs Kingdom's case the way you guys are now. What is the difference? Is it Pat Mahomes? Because you keep bringing him up in every one of your videos. Not every one of your videos, but in the majority of your videos, you keep bringing up Pat Mahomes. Does he put the fear of God in you guys? Something's telling me yes. Chiefs lose one more game, the number one seed's gone. First of all, who's going to beat us? We got the Raiders twice. We got the Chargers. If you really want to put your hopes in the Chargers, you're really digging. You are really digging. Oh, let me guess. Baltimore, just like that fool Engraved vid. I know you guys know that. I know you follow him. Engraved video. This guy, he's a Baltimore Raven fan, and he likes Pat Mahomes. So, but this guy, I guess he thinks that we haven't really played a defense, and somehow their Ravens is going to be that test. Chiefs Kingdom, how many times have we heard that same old story from all these teams? Los Angeles Chargers, Pittsburgh Steelers, even San Francisco tried to say they had a defense. So I'm not even going to count them. Jaguars, they were the number one offenders of that. Who else did we play that claimed that? Oh, Cleveland tried to get in there. They knew their offense was in there, but they said they had a defense. So I'm going to put Cleveland in that boat. Of course, the Rams. New England. I'm going to put New England in there. Who stopped us? Who? The only team that came close to stopping us is a team we actually didn't even show up for in our own home, the Cardinals. We slept through that game and still scored 27. Damn, When you actually thinking about that, that sounds awful. That the worst game that the Chiefs can ever play, they don't even have to show up for and still score 27. If I wasn't a Chiefs fan, that would be kind of scary. That would give my team no hope. So maybe that's why Kiss the Rings is so intimidated. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, EDP 445. It sounds stupid. I saw a comment, but I'm gonna get to that later. Why are people sleeping on Luck? He has 29 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. Damn, I can't even talk. Woo. All right, let me reread that. Why are people sleeping on Luck? He has 29 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. To be honest, we know Luck is healthy again, but for some reason he's not even on any of our radars. So maybe that's a good thing for the Colts that you guys are going like not talked about because maybe you can sneak into the playoffs and do a little damage. Maybe that's a good thing for you guys. I don't know. But you are right. Nobody's giving Luck any recognition. The only thing I did hear about Luck was he's in consideration. Matter of fact, he got the most improved player on lock. That's the only thing I heard of. I know that probably doesn't mean anything to you, but oh yeah, we also got Seattle. Thank you, Sanchez. Seattle. Can Seattle be that team to give us that other loss? I don't want to write off Seattle right now, but we do have them towards the end of the season. So it all depends on what we got going on. Because maybe at the end of the season, we might not need to win. Maybe New England loses to the Steelers or some other scrub team like the Dolphins, Jets. I'm sorry, I couldn't say that with a straight face. Um, Pittsburgh still has the Saints to deal with. So maybe when it comes to when we get to Seattle, we might not need to play. Yeah. I think I'm starting to sound Russian. Yeah. All right, this person said leave the Mannings alone. What do you know about the Mannings? That's the most obvious question. I know who you are. What do you know about the Mannings? Oh, you're a Giants fan. That's right. You don't know nothing. You only watch the Giants when they're relevant. So when was the last time they've been relevant? Oops. I didn't say that though. Raiders should. Oh, Raiders shouldn't. You said that wrong, Cheese Keto. Raiders shouldn't even be in this convo. They suck so bad. You know what? The Raiders, I picked the Raiders to lose last week against the Cardinals. And for some reason, the Raiders wanted to show up. Everybody in the NFL world thought that the Raiders were deliberately tanking for that number one pick. And for some reason, they wanted to sneak out a win. Even when you're supposed to be losing, you can't even lose right. Okay, that was funny. That was funny. I don't get the Raiders. I really don't. uh, yeah, I don't see any of those teams beating Casey either. I asked Kiss Doreen's a question. He still hasn't even responded to that. He don't want to tell the truth. I know. 5 turnovers, 2 interceptions on the final 2 possessions. Oh my God! Hey, Paul Dunick, welcome to the chat. How you doing? Everybody would love to have the old Eric Berry back for all these games, not just the Rams game. But it is what it is, all right? I keep saying it all the time. Nobody wants to believe me. So when Eric Berry does play his game, you guys be a believer. We'll just leave it like that. Kels is dropping a lot of passes. And I didn't want to say it's because of old age. He's getting older now. But reality is he is getting older, and that might be a factor. I can't say he's losing interest in the game because everybody who's playing with Pat Mahomes seems to be enjoying the game again. So what's going on with Kels has to be age, or he's hurt and not saying anything. One of the two. Matter of fact, when is Kels' contract up? I'm gonna have to look that one up. I'm really gonna have to look that one up. Hey, Drake's Duke said, did you see the Rams gave the game ball to the refs? I didn't see that, but that's funny. That is funny. You got to come harder than that. That's pretty suspicious. Hey, I did say pause, did I not? I said that before you guys even caught on to that. Sourcing covers is a dumpster fire. It's not like I've ever been a believer in Sorensen. Sorensen, if you listen to this, I'm sorry, but I know no lies. Sorry. Whoa, whoa, why you say Andy? The only play Andy Reid choked Chiefs Kingdom was that play in the. They were, I want to say, second and goal and third and goal. They did the option left, and Mahomes ran it the first time and got to the 2 or 1 yard line. And then they went back the next play and did the same option, except they actually gave it to Hunt this time. But they ran the same exact play back to back. So yeah, he choked right there. There was also a time where it was 4th and 1. Granted, we were in the Rams territory, but 4th and 1, I expect the Chiefs to go for that every time. It doesn't matter where we're at. I expect for them to get it. You telling me our high-powered offense can't get 1 yard? So yeah, that's one of those. I didn't get it. So he choked that one away too. Hey, you guys didn't say that. Bob Sutton had a brilliant call on 4th and 1 when Rams lined up to act like they were gonna punt. And Bob Sutton kept his defense out there, but brought in Tyreek Hill. You guys didn't give Bob Sutton that credit. I noticed that was very smart. Because guess what? Rams was going for that fake. Rams were going for that fake. How do I know? Because I was waiting for that pause when they lined up. I was waiting for that pause, and one of them looked to the side. And when they looked to the side, I pretty much guessed, just go ahead and kick it. So, Bob Sutton, I saw that. Good call. Good call. Bandwagon alert. Yeah. That looks like a pussy. uh, 4 times this year we have heard about the other defense. I think it was more than 4 times Paul done it. I think it was. But everybody that thinks they have a defense say the same thing. And it's still the same outcome. We're going to score the way we score. And then at the end of the game, they're gonna be like, "Yeah, they are who we thought they were." Chargers suck. I think we all can agree with that. Their record might not reflect that, but nobody in their right mind is a believer in the Chargers. Their own fan base is not even a believer in the Chargers. If you think I'm lying, go to their home game. I rest my case. Yeah, Hey, Paul Dunnick already mentioned that the supposedly fumble when Pat Mahomes threw it off the guy's hand. Yeah, that was when referees can make it obvious that they're trying to favor an opponent, and when they make it obvious, and then we actually challenged that was BS. Yeah, they can't get away with that stuff. But then they'll try to make up for that somehow. And passing interference. Really? Just couldn't go without giving them a penalty. All right, Drake Deuce said, I think we should have used Lucas because it was a coverage game and one of the best coverage players is in the game. Lucas is the best cover. To be honest, I'm not even paying attention to Lucas. I need to, but I'm not, man. Especially that last game. How can you pay attention to any individual player? That game was so amazing. You just had to follow the ball. If you didn't follow the ball, you would have been lost. That game was so amazing. I'm sorry. I couldn't pay attention to anybody unless they did something amazing. Paul said, looked at his wife, and it was like, "Are you kidding me, punk ass zebras?" Yeah. But anyways, I'm going on 47, 48 minutes. I have cotton mouth, been talking a lot. You guys been keeping me talking, which is a good thing, so I appreciate that. But I do want to get off of here. I do. But I appreciate it, and I'm sorry I wasn't on here yesterday after the game because I was busy, but I did do a video for you guys. So you got double coverage in one day. All right. Salute. Chiefs Kendall said that game got me mad. I'm not mad at all. Matter of fact, any Chiefs Kingdom in here want to claim that they're mad about the outcome of that game? You can be disappointed. You can kind of feel bad, but to be mad, when we got out of that game, no emotion of mad or angry was in my system. So I don't understand why you would be mad. Because first of all, we're still first in the AFC West. Home field advantage is still controlled by the Chiefs. Why do you need to be mad? No. This was just a measuring stick, and we saw how big our penises were. Deuces. I'm gonna hit you up. Matter of fact, text me. You know who I'm talking about. You just mad at the refs. Hey, Paul said, I'm not mad. Just feel sorry for the rest of the teams. Why do you feel sorry for the rest of the teams? Did Chiefs Kingdom not go through the same thing for years and years and years, decades, should I say? It's our turn. Philadelphia got theirs. Why can't we? I don't feel sorry for nobody else. It's our turn. Because we're going to give them that D. Pause. Homo. Full homo. You don't give them that D, huh? On that note, I appreciate it, y'all. Make sure to like, subscribe, follow me on Twitter. Matter of fact, I'm gonna start doing it to where you guys gonna have to message me on Twitter for me to read or put your stuff in my videos. That's how I want to start. If you want to be in my videos, tweet me at Real Chiefs Talk. Have something good. Or if it's funny, you do it in the video. Oh yeah, I'm gonna put that on the video. So you guys do me this solid. I have you in my production video. We got a bye week, so let's get crazy. I get as crazy as you get. All right. Anyways, thank you. I hope you enjoy it.